Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use integration by parts. The formula for integration by parts is this. So it's the integral of u dv is equal to u times v minus the integral of v times du. And don't worry, I know this looks intimidating, but I'm going to show you how to use it and where this formula comes from. And another thing that you need to know is the LIATE acronym. So the L stands for logs, the I stands for inverse trigonometry, the A stands for algebra, the T stands for trigonometry, and the E stands for exponents. So once you have your formula down, let's go ahead and get started with our first integral, the integral of x sine of x dx. So we see here that there is the x and the sine of x. So which group does x belong to? Is it log, inverse trig, algebra, trigonometry, or exponents? Well, of course, it belongs to algebra. And when we say algebra, we mean things like x, x squared, x to the power of 3, and so on. And how about sine of x? You guessed it, sine of x belongs to trigonometry. So the first circle will be a u, and the second one will be the v, right? So the u will be this part. So u is equal to x. And how about this part? Well, this part here, if you look at our formula here, you can see that we have the dv. So the rest of this, all of this will be dv. We have dv equals to sine of x dx. So we have the u and we have the dv. Now what else do we need? Well, if you look at the formula, we also need a v and a du. So let me show you how to find those. So to find the du, all you have to do is differentiate this. So we differentiate, we have du over dx. And what is the derivative of x? It's just going to be 1. And then du is simply equal to dx. How about v? If you want to find v, you have to integrate sine of x. So v is equal to the integral of sine of x dx. And the antiderivative of sine of x is negative cosine of x plus c. Now that we have all the necessary components, the last step is simply to plug it into the formula. So the formula, the integral of u dv, that's this part right here. And this is equal to u times v. So u is x. We have x times v. And v is negative cosine of x. And you just ignore the c. So x times negative cosine of x minus the integral of v du. So the v is again negative cosine of x, and you ignore the plus c, and then you have the du. So the du is equal to dx. So we put dx into here. This is the same as negative x cosine of x plus, because if you bring this negative sign out, you have a positive sign, plus the integral of cosine of x dx. So this is negative x cosine of x plus the antiderivative of cosine of x. And that's going to be sine of x plus c. And this right here is our answer.